Good morning, friends. I am Teddy Hicks, and I'm reading you an affirmation from my book, excuse me, My Life Gets Better Every Day. Today's October 22nd, 2025, and our affirmation for today is, I have total control over my body. Did you know that being as physically healthy as possible doesn't have to be your first priority? Did you know that you don't have to let people touch you? Did you know that you can tell people not to talk about the way you look? You're in charge of everything that happens with your body, from the way you decorate it, to how you fuel it, to how people interact with it. So do whatever you want with it. It's yours. Love, Teddy. I love this one because I think we really get caught up in trying to maintain a standard with our physical appearance, or the shape of our body, or the physical fitness that we maintain. And it's so liberating when you just go, you know what, it's totally up to me. I don't have to live by anybody else's standards or rules or guidelines about this. And it's also the way that you connect with what you really want and need, right? When you stop thinking about how to please other people, how to live by a standard that other people have created, you really tune in with yourself and say, like, what feels right to me, what feels good to me. I know I was stuck in that pattern of really thinking that my body was supposed to be a certain size and a certain shape for a really long time. And in the process of trying to achieve that, I really injured myself. I mean, I literally hurt myself and made myself sick with not eating properly, over exercising through injury, because I was so solely focused on that singular goal of looking a certain way. And when I could release that, it wasn't easy, but when I released that, I could really tune back in with what is right for me and exercise in a way that was supportive rather than damaging to my body, and eat in a way that was supportive rather than damaging to my body, and eat enough and have energy and feel good. So it's just a really important thing to be able to do, to turn the lens back on yourself and say, what do I need? What do I want? How do I want to take care of this body? How do I want to present myself in the world? How do I want people to interact with me about my body? Have really clear boundaries for yourself if that feels right. I know I've gotten to the point where nobody comments on my body anymore because I don't give out that vibe anymore. But I went through a stage where I had to say, please don't comment on the way I look, or I don't want to talk about my appearance. And that's radical in this culture, because that's all we do is talk about each other's appearance. And even when it's under the guise of a compliment, it can still be very confronting for people. If I don't want you looking at my body, if I don't want you appraising me, then that comment of, you look great, or whatever, can be extremely invasive. And so if that feels true to you, it's perfectly normal for you to say, I'd prefer you not make comments about my appearance. The bottom line is, it's yours to decide. You don't have to live by anybody else's standards. You don't have to let anybody else do anything to you that you don't want. You can refuse to be weighed at the doctor. You can tell people to stop touching you. You can do all of those things and really take ownership and agency over your body and everything that happens with it. It's a great way to live. It really is how you take the best care of yourself. And it's very empowering also when you move about the world knowing that this is all yours and nobody else has a right to it. Nobody else can appraise it. Nobody else can have any kind of judgment about it, unless, if they do, they can keep it to themselves. And you're really in it for yourself, and that feels great. So I hope that's helpful for you today, and I will see you back here tomorrow with the next affirmation. I really appreciate you watching, and if you could like this video and leave a comment, it would be really helpful to me. Bye.